Alrighty, hello everyone. So I've decided that today, since I have a bit of time, I'm going to make a guide on how to play Cypher on Ascent. We're going to only do the A site for this part of the video, but yeah, let's get into it. So first we'll start off with attacking. As a general tip for Cypher, if you want to get undodgeable tripwires, what you do is take out your tripwire, you have to crouch, and you have to aim it at your eye level, like this. And this is so that if people want to try to crouch and dodge it, their head is going to hit this. And of course, they can't jump over this because their feet are going to clip it. So yeah, you get 100% information because they either have to run through it or they have to trigger it and then shoot it. So you'll definitely know if someone's going to flank. So yeah, as far as entry smokes here, what I like to do sometimes is jump up on here. And you're going to have to get someone to play with you here because you have to peek this, and of course someone could kill you. But what you do generally is you line up, you stand somewhere over here, you aim your mouse cursor a little bit to the right, and I'll explain why, of this point here, jump and throw it like that, and then you aim your mouse a little bit to the left of this point here, and jump and throw like that. And you'll see that where these smokes lands are here and here. And the reason why I threw it a bit to the right and a bit to the left was because when you trigger it here, we want the smoke to block out all this area here so they can't get any cheesy peak spots here. So yeah, those smokes are super good if you have like a Raze or Jet someone. You wait till they get here, you say, okay, I'm going to turn on my smokes. This area and this area are blocked, so they have 2 less angles to peek when they're entry. And yeah, those are really good for attacking side. So now we're going to move on to defense side, which is where Cypher really shines on this site. So we'll start with camera spots. What I like to do sometimes is hop on this generator here, because this allows you to get some really cheesy spots. So as another general tip for Cypher, you have the maximum height at which you can place your camera, but if you jump, you can always place it a bit higher, just a few inches higher like that. So whenever you're placing a camera, always jump at the end, and yeah. I think another tip too is if you press crouch and your camera button at the same time, you'll see that it makes you crouch while you're using your camera. That might be useful if you're hiding behind something and you don't want your head to peek out, but yeah. That's one good camera spot because, again, you can see the entire site and you can see people entering through here. If people start to catch on to that, though, you can also put it right here because, yeah, once again, no one's going to be really looking this far behind unless you tag them and then they look behind, but yeah, if you put it up high, the other thing that's good too is someone's entering here, they're on the site, they get tagged by a camera, they have to look way up here where they can get shot from so many different angles, and yeah, that's why you generally want to put your cameras high so that enemy has to reposition their cursor if they want to kill you. And okay, there's a few more spots I think. So, is that camera? Oh, I'm flying. Whoops. Pick this up, so you can put it here too. Here's a good spot. I know you used to be able to see like people's heads as soon as the round started, but I think they patched that so that yeah, you can't really see it anymore. But again, you still get to see the whole site, so nothing to complain with here. And if you really want a super hidden cam, I would recommend something like this. This is a bit better. And you can still see most of the site, but yeah, they can only see it from like a certain angle, so it's good. Okay, so now let's move on to tripwires, and here you can do some really funky stuff. We'll start at the back here. This one's okay if you like to push up. Likewise, you can put one on the other side here too. You want to put one under heaven, or yeah, heaven you can, and I think you can wallbang this. Yeah, you can wallbang them, I guess. I don't really like to do that though, it's kind of a waste, which I'll leave it here anyways, in case you want to look at it. And then for default plant, you could just put a wire right here. And if you put another wire here, what you can do is, maybe if you're on an eco round, let's say, okay, let's buy a wall-bangable gun, like an Ares. Oops. All you have to do is, when your enemies come in, you ping your wires, you line up with them, and well, you just give them health, right? So, yeah, that's why these 2 wires here are good, because, yeah, they're in line with your wall bang right there. You can potentially get 2 easy kills, and, well, they won't see it coming. So, for other tripwires, most of the cheesy ones will happen at around the door frame here. So, like the super like the super pocket one that I like to use is this one. And this is good because, of course, when they're coming in, they can only, if they get hit with it, their instinct might be, oh, let me check my right side, and, well, they won't see it here, so they'll have to move up and expose themselves to the entire site to kill this. Or if they go left, then, well, I guess they guessed lucky. But if they do guess right, then you have like an extra second to peek out and kill them. So that's another tip. When you're playing site, I don't know, this is typically not the alpha way to play Cypher, but you're usually like hiding somewhere and you see someone activate your tripwire. Don't peek out right away, because some players, if they run into a tripwire, they might look for you and kill you first. So just wait a second and then peek out and kill them. Yeah. So this is a pocket tripwire. And of course, if you want to get a bit freaky, you can try these diagonal ones. I mean, these ones are good if they're just bum rushing a site, and of course, these are kind of weird. They might be able to jump over it, but then again, they might not even think about them crossing over like that. There's a few other good ones. There's one that like crosses the stairs here. It's not bad. Like, it won't always get procced, but again, if someone's walking on a site, they are not going to expect a tripwire to be here, so you will get a free proc off that for sure. And what else can you do? Let me think about this. You can put tripwires here and here. These are generally not bad, of course, because people will probably walk over here. Well, that reminds me, if you notice that they always close the switch, you can put this tripwire here so that they'll run into this one closing the door, and, well, if you're playing somewhere, you can kill this guy because they will not be expecting a tripwire here. And last one I think I have in stock is one of the bullshit tripwires, as I call them. And, well, they're kind of bullshit because, yeah, they can attach to the floor sometimes, which I think is pretty bullshit. So yeah, they will not be looking at the floor to kill it. They'll be looking at like some nearby wall. So that's why, kind of cheeky. There's like a few variations. Like, you can put one here. Can you put one here? Yeah, you can put a few ones here. But yeah, those are like all the tripwires I usually use. And lastly, we're going to cover smokes. So there's usually two ways you can use smokes as Cypher on defense. One way is one-ways, which is, I don't know, I don't see too many people use it, but I'm not honestly a big fan of one-ways, because second type of smoke, which I like to use, is sort of hit smokes to hide yourself. Because the way I think of it is, you're playing a Cypher, maybe you get a lucky entry frag off a tripwire, or sorry, you get a free frag off a tripwire, and then now the enemies know, oh shit, Cypher's right here. So what you gotta do is smoke yourself out. You allow yourself to move around the map so that, again, they lose position of you, and now they have to guess again where you are. And if you're lucky again, you'll get one free pick before you get trade fragged. And yeah, I mean, if you get 2 kills while you're defending a Cypher, you've already done your job. So that's all that really matters. So yeah, again, what I do is I like to use my smokes to reposition myself. So if I'm playing here, I gotta kill the tripwire, turn on the smoke, maybe move around, turn on this smoke too. I can move maybe back a sight here, try to hold this angle or this angle. Or I can put smokes here and here, turn these on, maybe reposition here. And the other good thing about using your smokes, and I see a lot of people forget about this, and well, I mean, people will catch on to it eventually, but if you like definitely hear them rushing in, you can like preemptively turn on these smokes and just wait, because if someone trips your tripwire, you can just kill them for free and they will see nothing. Unless they, well, I don't know, they just randomly spray you through your smoke, which has happened to me a few times, but yeah. Try not to do that too much, because they will catch on and they will start spraying through your smokes. But the first 2 or 3 times, you can definitely catch a lot of people out of surprise. Because yeah, the whole gimmick of Cypher is, he sees you, you don't. You gotta play that to your advantage. So yeah. Likewise, you can play in here. Same spiel. You turn on your smoke. If you really want to get aggressive, you can start moving in here after you get your first frag and move to this position instead. You probably won't expect that. But yeah, I guess I should show you the one-ways just in case you were curious. So, how these one-ways work is you're going to stick them right here and right here. How you do that is, conveniently, they're both when you stand in this corner here, and you take the little line in between Cypher's smoke ability and the camera ability, and you line it up with this little crevice in the doorway. You just throw like that. That's for the right side. If you want to get the left side, you use the same indicator, and you line it up halfway in between this little spot in the wall, and you throw like that. So, oh, I fucked that last one, but yeah. For your one ways, you want to be standing somewhere around here, so that when you turn them on, of course, you see them, you see their feet, but they don't see you, obviously. So yeah. Although you have to have a good camera for this to work, because you have to know that they're somewhere standing right here or right here. Because if they're standing too far away, they're just going to back off. And if they're already in the site, then, well, they can rush you. Or, well, I guess that's why you have your tripwires, but yeah. Once they stand here, you activate these, you peek out, and you give them hell. Yeah. That's about all I can offer you with the A site setup. But yeah, I'll do a B site setup as well.